Well, hello there. Okay, so now we're going to dive into the meat and potatoes, if you will, of your online store, because now we're going to start diving into your website and your theme and all that kind of good stuff. So if we go back to your home page, you'll see, setup guide. And as you go through, it'll check off what you've already completed. So I'm just going to kind of go in order. So we're at the customize theme. So you can click here or you can access this from over here. So you go over online store and you click theme. So right now, the current theme that has been added to this store is Dawn. Shopify will just assign you a free theme based on when you sign up. When you sign up, they ask you some questions. So based on that, they're going to just assign you a free theme, but you do not have to stay with that theme. I'm not a huge fan of free themes. I think that with the paid ones, you get so much more out of it. It just depends on your budget, how you want to get started. But I always recommend a paid theme because you'll just get a lot more options and you're able to customize a lot easier. Okay, so I just want to kind of walk you through what this looks like. So right now we have current theme, and if you want to go in here and see what that looks like, you can click action and click preview. So this is like the template for this website theme. So if you click that, we can click on a collections page. Nothing's here because we haven't added that stuff yet. So pretty basic, but again, simple is okay. It's okay to be simple to get started. Let's X out of that. And then if you want to actually customize that, you click customize. So I'm just kind of walking you through the basics of this stuff. And then over here is where you'll actually be editing. Over here is what it will look like. Okay, so let's go back here. So we're going to walk through how to choose a theme. So again, if you like this theme, cool, but I want to kind of walk you through how to choose a theme if you want to change one, which I recommend you do. So you can click here and you can look at the free themes, or you can look at the Shopify theme store. So let's look at free themes first. And just to give you an idea of what some options are out there. So let's just click on a random one. And once you click on it, it's going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what it looks like. And I'm going to show you where else you can look at the free themes more. And so you want to, for a theme, what's important is to look at the features that it includes. So you might now not know what features you need, and that's okay. So I'm trying to keep this simple for you. But so for example, this one includes optimize for large images. It includes a product image zoom. It includes video. So if off the bat, you know that you need video for your website, then you have to choose a theme that has video. Sorry, I'm sniffling a little bit. Okay, so this one, let's see what this one includes. This one includes also video. A lot of the newer themes include video as well. So anyway, it's always good to kind of take a peek at some of these options here, but I definitely recommend a paid theme. It's $200, $300. It is well worth it because your website's what's going to sell your products. And, I've been doing this for 6.5 years now. Looking at websites, designing websites, building stores, growing stores. The paid theme will get you more, trust me. So let's look at the entire theme store, which you can look at the paid themes and free themes too. So let's just look at what that looks like. Okay. And so if you kind of scroll down, you can see just a bird's eye view of the different options. And this feels very overwhelming for a lot of people. So I want to just try to keep it as simple as possible. So the easiest thing is just to start looking at things like this. What kind of store are you going to have? So you likely know off the bat, are you going to be selling in person? So say you have a brick and mortar, or say you are going to be doing farmers markets every single weekend, then you can look at some of these ones that say selling in person. If you have a small catalog, so if you know off the bat, okay, I want to grow a huge apparel company and I want to have t-shirts, sweatshirts, pants, accessories, shoes, you want to have a ton of different product, or you're doing a beauty brand and you know, like, okay, I'm going to launch with a couple of products, but over time, I want to have like hundreds and hundreds of products, then it's very important that you go with a large collection. And just to be honest with you, just because you choose something today doesn't mean you have to stick with it forever. Like, no matter what you do today, your website, your business will look very different in 1 year, in 2 years. You'll change website themes, you'll upgrade, you'll outgrow what you've done. So don't get hung up on those kind of details, especially if you're just trying to start simple and scrappy right now. So if you're not sure, I always recommend doing large catalog. But if you know, like, okay, I'm only going to do a couple products, like say you are, like, for example, I'm doing the baby blankets. So maybe I know, you know what, I only want to do baby blankets. I want to sell 10 products. That's it. Then I would click small catalog. So if you click all themes, it's going to open up everything here. And then what you want to do is kind of come over here and you can look at the different things that might be interesting to you. And if you're not sure where to get started, the easiest way to get started is look at your industry. So you can kind of see all the different industries there. And then the other thing that's important that I already mentioned is catalog size. So if you know that, like, okay, I'm going to be doing a lot of products, then you want to choose like one of these ones. And then here are the features. So again, if you don't know what features you need, don't worry too much about this. Things like, let me see, I'm just going to come through. Like if you're doing a clothing brand and there's going to be a lot of different color options, then you probably want something like color swatches. If you are, let me see what else. Store locator. Yeah, like if you're doing it, if you have like an in-person, if you, so like let's say you have a bakery and then you're going to be selling cookbooks, you're going to be selling other digital products or physical products, then you probably want something like a store locator. So it just kind of depends what you're looking for exactly, but those are some ways just to kind of get you started. So I like to just look at industry first. So since I'm doing a baby blanket company, I'm going to click baby and kids. And then we just want to kind of go through and just start going through. So again, like this is, you give yourself time for this. You want to give yourself time to really go through the different websites. This isn't something that you can do in 5 minutes, but you could give yourself a deadline of one day. Like, I'm just going to spend 2 hours and I'm going to go through all these different websites. I'm going to look at other online stores that I really like and like look at their websites. What features do they have? What kind of visual style do they have? What, like, do I like it? So I'm a huge fan of looking at other people's stuff for inspiration and then looking at how could I do something similar if I like it. So, and a really cool little hack. So something really fun that you can do is like if you come across a website that you really like, you can go to a website called builtwith.com. So builtwith.com, you type in the website here and you click look up and you can scroll down to where they have, if they are on Shopify, not everybody is on Shopify, but if you come here and scroll down, it'll tell you the website theme that they're using. So these guys are using a custom theme. I just pulled up a baby blanket company as an example. But it will tell you the theme here. And then at least you can go into Shopify and you can search for the theme. So I'm going to use another website that I believe they share the theme on this one. I just want to show you what it looks like really quickly. Oh, that's a custom theme too. Oh, never mind. Okay. So see how it says district theme? So if you click on that, Shopify district theme. You come here. So this is the theme that they're using, or they're using one of the variations of this one. So it's just always helpful to understand if there's a store that you really like, you can figure out what theme that they're using. So I love that little feature. Okay, so we're inside here and you want to grab a pen or a paper, or you want to create a Google document and just start listing out the ones that you like. And this is going to take some time. So the more you can filter out stuff over here is going to be important. So I'm going to put in 10 to 199 products so we can get rid of a few. And I'm also going to put in paid because I don't want a free theme. I don't like the free themes on Shopify, honestly. If you just want to get started with that, then go for it. But I personally don't like the free theme. So, and then I'm going to look at the features and see if there's anything that I need for my store. Again, if you don't know what you need, it's totally okay. Because you're gonna outgrow your website at some point. It's okay to change themes. Okay, so there's nothing in here that I probably really need, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. So now we have 76 websites to kind of go through. So I would say the first things first is just kind of scroll through and just see what kind of catches your eye in terms of the layout. So if I'm kind of scrolling through, this one right here completely catches my eye. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, well, first I'm going to scroll down. And just one little hint here is you definitely want to look at the reviews. I always look at the reviews because if this store doesn't have, good reviews, then you may not want to get this theme, because if you ever need support in particular, that like something that Shopify can help you with that's custom to your website theme, they may not help you. So just kind of keep that in mind. So go through here and go through all of the reviews before you ever purchase. You can get a lot, you can understand a lot from reviews, like how quick the people help you, how good is the support and things like that. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then another cool thing is when you open up the theme, you can go down and you can look at right here, stores that are using Stiletto. And you can go through and actually look at these stores. That's really, really cool. So if I click on this, I can just scroll through the whole store and just get a feel for like what the store looks like. So this, you can see here, like the different styles of images, like the layout. You want to look at the layout more than like the images. You know what I mean? The layout's the most important part. So if all of your product images are horizontal, then don't choose a theme where everything is vertical, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to click out of that now. So that looks great. And then let's look at this one really quickly. So this looks really good too. So yeah, you just want to kind of scroll through and you'll get a vibe from different themes, like if you like this style or not. So then we want to go here and we want to go up and look at what are the website features for this one. Let me see. I think it's on the other page. Whoops. Okay. So if we go here, it's going to show the features. So for this one, we have editorial content, so long form sections, visual storytelling, high volume stores. And again, if you don't know what you need, don't worry about it too much. But like, again, if you're doing in like an apparel company and you have a lot of like, one pant will have 6 different colors or things like that, you want to be able to have like a size chart, color swatches, things like that. If you're doing a really high-end handbag company where like you're selling handbags for $300, you need to make sure that you have something like an image zoom, like right here, image zoom. If you have a brand where like you already know you're going to be leveraging video, make sure that the theme offers video, and you'll be able to scroll through here and look at the different things that they offer. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just take a quick look at the demo store. So again, give yourself time for this part. This is probably the most time consuming because you want to spend some time and really choose the right theme that works for your product and like what you need from your online store. So this one looks really awesome. And again, a lot of it is because of the colors and the fonts and the images. So keep in mind that like great images will make or break a website. But I love this layout. Yeah, this is really, really good. So yeah, so I would go and mark that on my list of websites that I really like. Oops, I clicked out of that by accident. Okay. So let's go back here, and sorry about that. Baby and kids paid. I put 10 products. Okay. So I'm going to come back here, and yeah, we're just going to kind of start scrolling around. So impulse is actually my favorite theme. So let's look at this one now. So we're going to come down here. We're going to look at the features one more time. So again, high volume, physical stores, and like, just because it says physical stores designed for in-person selling, that doesn't mean that you can't get this for yours if you're selling online. This is just great for someone if they also are doing in-store selling. So don't like not get something just because it says this is great for in-person selling. Okay, so again, it gives you all the features, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to look at the reviews quickly. So again, they have a lot of reviews here. They have 700 reviews at 95% positive. So again, that's going to tell you that this is an awesome, very awesome theme. And there's a reason this is my personal favorite one. So now you can come here and you can like click on someone who's using this theme. So let's look at this one. So again, a lot of people are using video now, which I definitely love. So a lot of images, cool little layout. Yeah, I mean, this is my favorite theme, so by far. So I really love Impulse. So you can just get a vibe for the layout and things like that. And then it's going to give you some other options like that down there. So again, I would add Impulse to my list. And then again, you just kind of have to go through, you know. Some of these too, like for this one here, let's just look at the some of the features. So a lot of the features are going to be exactly the same, honestly. So this one, for some whatever reason, is designed for drop shippers. I'm not really sure why, but again, if you're planning on doing drop shipping, then like cool. So one product store compatible, design that sells. Okay, so let's just quickly take a look at this. So again, all you're going to keep doing is going back and forth between the ones that you like and just choose one, you know? There really isn't a wrong choice other than if you already have all of your images done and they don't coincide with this. So like for another example here, see how the images here are like super vertical these are product images. They're very vertical. So if all of your images are like horizontal or super square-like and you cannot edit them anymore, then this won't work for you because the images won't work. They have to match the theme. That's why it's really, really important to, one, choose a theme based on the features that you need. Like again, if you have a high-end brand, make sure you have an option for image zoom. If you are doing, let's say you're doing a nail polish brand and you're going to be selling 200 colors of nail polish. Maybe you don't want to create products for everything. You just want to have like a couple different products with different swatches or something. So you've got to make sure you know that kind of stuff. And then images are also a huge deal. If your images don't work with the theme, like you can't just insert them in because it won't look good. The images will become pixelated. So I'm not a huge fan of this layout at all. So like for me, I would immediately check this off the list. Like I just don't like it. Did I just do that again? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to look at one more with you. But all you're literally just going to do is start putting like narrowing down your list. And a lot of it's just going to be going through the websites and just getting a feel for like, do I like how this looks? Does this align with the brand that I want to create? And then again, do I have enough products? If I'm only selling 3 products, then you don't need a website that has like, that's built to sell a huge amount of catalogs, you know? Okay, let's look at this one here. Modular. I do like modular. A lot of these themes I already know about because I do this all the time with my clients. But it's good for you just to spend some time here and like look through, and don't get hung up on if a website looks really pretty, because it has to work for your brand and your photos, your branding, your video. Like it has to work for yours. So don't get hung up on like what's the most beautiful website in here. They all will work really well depending on the things that you need. Okay, so let's open this one up really quickly and like let's take a look at what this one has. So again, if you, let me just look through some of the stuff that they have. So like it looks like this one maybe doesn't have video. I'm just quickly looking through unless I'm just missing it. Oh, product videos. Never mind. Okay. So yeah, let's take a quick look at this. But then again, you can kind of look at some of the stores that have these products. So this one looks really, really nice. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. Yeah, so that's cute. I'm gonna look at this one really quick. Modular is kind of funky. Like I feel like modular feels funky and like really fun. So like, yeah, so like this right here, you can just tell by looking at this. If you only have like one product, this website may not look very good. Because see how here we have a lot of different collections and we have a lot of product. So here it's like planters, kitchen, charcuterie, baskets, floral. So if you have a lot of different collections, then that's like this theme would work great for you. That's why it's super important when you're looking at the website options. I just want to go back and remind you where that is, that you base it off of your collection size. So I'm going to tick off, now I'm going to show you what it would look like if we have a small catalog. So let's look at 1 to 9 products. Let's see what options come up here. Because I want to show you what a small catalog store looks like. I'm just going to go through and see whatever one like kind of speaks to me. Okay, I'm going to look at this one. Boutique retailers. Let's see. So let's look at this one here. So this is a different theme, and this is looking at what this would look like. Choose your hair infusion. It's a really nice website. So you can see here, like for this website theme, you know, it's like soap cubes for body, face, and hair. So see how like they likely have like kind of a small collection size. That's why when you're choosing your theme, like if you have a huge collection or a ton of different products, you have to have a website theme that can showcase those collections. If you have a small sample size of collections, then you know a larger collection has more flexibility, but in fact, a smaller collection size, it's easier for you because you can kind of choose any website. You can customize these themes 100%. But this one, it's like, okay, we sell soap. That's pretty much the bulk of what we sell. And then we might sell a few other things, but like the soap is like their hero product. And so their website is completely built around this soap product. So we have like a video showing how it works, which I love. We have choose your soap cube. Then it's like, oh, choose your hair thing. Then we have like about us. So it's like very, very simple, but it works really, really well. So I think that's a fantastic website. Okay, so those are some basics of choosing a website theme. So I'm going to kind of click out of this, and then I'm just going to choose a theme based on the baby blanket store, and we can kind of get moving on. Okay, so now let's just quickly walk through, since I'm going to be doing a baby blanket store here, and I want it to be a paid theme just because my personal preference is the paid versions. And then I'm going to have a small catalog size. So I'm not going to have a big store. Let's kind of see And for the features here, I don't really need any specific feature. Like none of those are necessary for me. So I'm just going to see what Shopify gives me here. So we have 26 options now. So I'm just going to so I'm showing you what I would do if I was actually trying to build up my own store, which I am doing. So, and then let's see, this one is sort of looking interesting to me. So let's look at this one quickly. North. So color swatches, sticky header, breadcrumbs. So again, if I'm like, I don't know what those are, I don't really know if I need them, that's okay. Color swatches, again, are great if you're doing large like apparel brands and you have a lot of like one t-shirt that has 6 different colors, things like that. You definitely want to have color swatches. But if you don't need it, it's okay if you don't use it, Okay, so let's just look at the store demo quickly. Okay, so like off the bat, like me personally, I'm not a huge fan of a hero section here that has like multiple sections. So this may be off the table for me immediately. I like this part. So see how like the product images here, see how they're vertical, but they're much more like a square shape. So you have to keep that in mind when you're choosing your theme. If your images are all like super vertical, or you're doing a clothing brand and you need like images of people from head to toe, and when you're going through the themes here and all the images are square, you cannot force images into the wrong placeholder. It does not work. So just really for me, like images are one of the most important things to keep in mind when you're choosing a website theme. Okay, so I like this a lot. The only thing that I don't like is the hero section. So I'm wondering if we can maybe change that, which you can, by the way. I'm just kind of walking through like as if I don't know what I'm doing here. So you can visualize, how you can make decisions for choosing a theme. So I'm actually going to click up here and I'm going to choose one of these other styles, because within each theme, they give you 3 styles. So see how like one style, like the primrose, it had like those 3, it was like the hero section here is almost like 3 featured collections, which I personally don't like for this spot. But when we go to the Greige, I don't know how to pronounce that, it's a one big hero. And then the style looks completely different. So for me personally, I'm just not vibing with this theme. So I'm just going to not even I'm not going to move forward with this one. So let's kind of go back to the theme pages again. I'm just not vibing with that. So you know what? Like if you're not vibing with it, then just don't move forward. You don't need it. Let's see what's on the next page. So this one might look nice. And if I don't find what I'm looking for, I'm just going to expand my collection size and see what else options there are. So off the bat, it says color swatches, quick view, stock counter, in menu promos, mega view. Okay, well, that sounds great. So, okay, so this right here, so again, like that's why it's super important to understand what you need. So right here, it says enhanced jewelry option. So if you're doing a jewelry brand and there's a lot of like specific questions or tags that people need to click off, this would be important for you to know. So just keep that in mind. That's why this part takes a really long time, honestly. Like you have to just go through. So I'm going to click View Demo Store. And okay, why isn't it going down? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I like this top part. I like how, I think this looks nice. So this is good. So they have embeddable YouTube. I love that. Okay. So this one's okay. see how like this type of navigation. So this kind of navigation is really, really good if you have a lot of different types of product. And so if you kind of click here, like you can see the different images that will go with it. So I like this kind of navigation. I'm not really vibing with this theme either, so I'm gonna just move on. Like, let's just move on. So I'm gonna actually expand my catalog to this one, because what I would like to do is just probably just go through the website that is my favorite, which is Impulse, but kind of like this one. I'm gonna go back to this. Actually, let me look at Showcase. So storefront filtering. So again, like this is really good if you're doing like, I mean, it tells you like, and it shows you too. So this is like, they're showing handbags, clothes. Filtering is really important if you have a lot of product. So just keep that in mind too. Okay, so this looks good. Let's just quickly look how it looks. So this looks great. Collections, I love that. Free shipping bar, kind of like key selling points. Yeah, I love this one. This one's really cool. Featured product, video. Okay. Yeah, I really like this one. So native, I'm going to like keep on my, or showcase theme, native is the style. I'm going to keep this on the short list. And then let's look at this one more time because I really liked this one. So again, if I'm selling baby blankets, I'm not doing a huge collection, but I want to have a lot of beautiful visual images and video. So far this would be quite good for me. So this would be kind of like a featured product or something, or like a featured collection. This is very like editorial website. So if you have beautiful, striking images, this theme will work really well for you. Okay, so I like this one, and I'm going to go back to my favorite, Impulse, and just take a quick look and just see, okay, will my baby blanket brand work well with Impulse? So let's just take a quick look. Okay, so we got a wide hero. We have, let's go out of that. We have like, here's like featured something, featured collections. Here it has gift cards. Shop by category. So again, this would be featured collection. So if you have a lot of different products, you want like really nice featured collections. And again, like look at the image size here. These are all vertical images. So if your images don't work like that, then don't choose something with vertical images everywhere. Okay, more featured collections. Then this is a really nice blog. And then local store. Okay. So I'm going to go with, let's look at the bold style. Let's see how this one looks. And this is what you have to do. Like you have to just spend the time and go through and just see how things look. I know it feels like tedious, but this is exactly how you can choose a website theme that works for you. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with the modern. And then once you find a theme that you like, you're going to click this button here that says try theme. And you're just going to choose your store. So I guess I wasn't logged in. And then try theme. So now it's adding the theme to it's adding my theme trial. So you can choose any theme that you want to, no matter what it costs. You add it in here, and then you will not be charged unless you buy it. So just keep that in mind. You can literally try any one that you want. Once you try to publish it, it'll make you pay for it, basically. So you can test if you're like, I'm not sure, I don't know which one I want. You can literally go in, and I recommend that you do this. You go in and you just try the different themes and just plug in your images, play around, see how it works. And you can go back and be like, oh, you know what? I really like Impulse, but now that I'm adding my images, I don't actually like what I'm working with. And actually, oh, wait, I actually think I really do need that zoom in feature. So play around a little bit here. This is kind of for me, this is the fun part. Don't overthink it too much because, again, you're going to change things eventually. You're going to change things as your catalog grows, as your business grows, as your branding might change, as you get way more video and you're like, wow, I really need to double down on video. So don't overthink it too much. The Shopify themes are all really awesome and they all will work well for you. But again, understand the features that you need. So again, if you're like a jewelry brand and you have like really specific things that people have to like check off to order, make sure you're choosing a theme that supports jewelry. If you're doing something with like you need an in-person feature somehow, make sure you have a theme that supports that. That's the most important thing. And then the next important thing is the images. So again, images can always be changed. But if you just spent $1,000 on a photo shoot for all of your new products, and then you're going to go choose a website theme and the images don't work, then you just wasted all that money. So just kind of keep that in mind. You can't, the themes are customizable, but they are not customizable in the sense that you can change the image size in the theme. Like that is not customizable. So super, super important to keep that in mind.